Up next, we move on to Oklahoma in the Big 12 after sneaking by Kansas. Oklahoma should not be ranked in the top 5. That was an eye-opener, guys.
I'm going to say fiction because they're undefeated and they should be ranked in the top 5. But this is the strangest top 5 team in the group. So my answer is a firm fiction. They should be in the top 5. They're undefeated. Here they are. But I watch this team not just game to game, Hutton, but moment to moment, and have no clue what I'm watching at times.
Well,
and that is an extremely talented group.
This is a tough one because they're 8-0 for the first time since 2004. And I feel like sometimes we pick apart Oklahoma this season, despite the fact that we saw Alabama lose to Texas A&M, Oregon beat Ohio State. We can give examples of top 5 teams that have a loss. And here's 8-0 Oklahoma figuring out a way to win, and we're nitpicking how they're doing that. I think this is a great coaching job by Lincoln Riley. He has made the decision, and he's moved on at quarterback, right? We're discussing 2 quarterback systems in this game for both teams between Florida and Georgia. And here's Oklahoma figuring out and going with the freshman. I want to give them more credit than just saying, hey, that it's an eye-opener based on how they treated Kansas and the way they had to come back against Texas. To me, that's a check mark in the column for Oklahoma being a top 5 team because we've seen the other teams up top other than Georgia take their lumps and losses and move on and eventually work their way back up there.
And I think,
hello, Iowa.
Yes. And Hutton, I think you're right. And we're so clouded by Spencer Rattler not being who we expected that it sort of clouds our judgment of Oklahoma. But they're still undefeated when Spencer Rattler was the quarterback too, right?
Right.
It looks like they're figuring out more now with Caleb Williams as the starter. But, yeah, look, they're deserving to be there, but I'm not overly confident about their prospects if and when they get into a college football playoff.
Yeah, right. We're judging them on how they're winning, not if they've lost. And while we're seeing Alabama turn the corner and play some really strong football now, and Texas A&M is a distant memory all of a sudden. To me, I put value in the 8-0 Oklahoma Sooners more than I do a 7-1 team right now.